Hey friend, John McLennan here, and in this video you're going to learn how to play Long Train Runnin' as recorded by the Doobie Brothers on guitar. Now this song is really all based around something called a 12-bar blues chord progression, and I talk about this so much on my channel because it's so important to know as a guitarist. So if you're not familiar with your 12-bar blues, after today's video you are going to have a good understanding of how to put this together. Now, today's video is in a minor key, so it's a blues, but in a minor chord progression. We're also going to combine with our minor chords some really funky strumming to create just that iconic guitar part that we all know and love. Before we jump in though, if you're new, I want to hook you up with a gift right away. I put together this awesome fretboard guide that's going to show you the 5 chords and scales that I use to play in any style, anywhere on the neck. And I want to give it to you completely for free. Just go to johnmcclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below to grab your copy. And that sounds like a lot of information to be able to do this in any style and anywhere on the neck. It's really all just on one page. So I was able to compress all of that and put it on one page to keep it simple for you and get you some results right away. So just go to johnmcclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below to grab your copy completely for free. All right, well with that said, let's break down this song. Let's break down how to play Long Train Runnin' as recorded by the Doobie Brothers on guitar. Now this song is really all based around a 12-bar blues chord progression in the key of G minor. But we're going to do some funky strumming and couple little twists here on the chord changes. Let's start off with that intro guitar part and we're going to break down some of these rhythms. Here's what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's our intro, and that's used for whenever we play the chord G minor 7 in the song. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna start with this shape. I want you to just put your fingers down on this chord here. We're gonna play from the 5th string down. It's gonna go 10, then 12, then 10 there with a bar, and then 11 with your middle finger. Looks like a standard minor bar chord, but we're gonna make it a minor 7 by not having that pinky on. So that's what this riff is really based around, is this chord G minor 7. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. That's our intro. It's all just G minor 7. Now what I did was some fancy sort of funk playing on top of that. So I'll show you that next. So we do this trick where we have that G minor 7, but these 2 fingers, that middle and that ring, we're gonna take them off so only our index is left. And we're gonna do a bar, we'll play that, and then we'll hammer down those other fingers. See that there? So it takes a little while to get that right, but it's a really cool thing you can do, you know, on a minor 7. It could be anywhere. You could be playing a different song, you know. You hear that all the time. So we're gonna start with it off, then we'll hammer on, and then we'll do an up strum. So 1 E and a, 1 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So that's our pattern there. So it's gonna go. So break it down 2 beats at a time. So we'll start with the hammer, then we'll do up, down, then we'll go down, up, but on muted strums. So a lot of this guitar part has muted strums in there. So that's where you just release the pressure of the chord, you cover the strings, and you just play scratch strums. So 1 E and a, 2 E and a, down, hammer, up, down, down, up. Okay? Then the second half of the bar will go okay? So that's down, up on a muted strum, then down with the chord fretting here, so. Then on the 4th beat, we're gonna go 1 strum on the chord, and then we'll take those fingers off again and go back to this index finger here. So, that's beats 3 and 4. 3 E and a 4 E and a. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Now I'm thinking 16th notes. So in my head and my strum hand is just going back and forth. I've got this motor of just 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E, and then it restarts again. And then I just continue that sort of similar feel into now blues chord changes. So that's our intro, and then we do that same thing again for 4 bars on a G minor 7 with the vocal coming in for the first 4 bars of the verse. Here's what that sounds like. 3, 4. Then we go to this C minor 7 chord and we go. Okay, so this goes to what we call the 4 chord in our blues chord progression. And the way you play this is you play all 6 strings. We're gonna start on that low E, 8, 10, 8, 8, 11, 8. So I'm doing a bar there with my index finger. That's a minor 7 bar chord. Again, these chords are really useful because you can play this anywhere on the neck, and wherever you put that index finger, that's gonna be your root note. So here's C minor 7. Then we're gonna drop that pinky. And we're gonna get what's called a C minor 6. What a cool sound, right? Love that. Then we go back to our main figure, which again, throughout the song, whenever we're playing G minor 7, we're doing this riff. Like that's the hook of the song, right? If you're the guitar player. So all together, we've got 4 bars of that figure once the blues starts or once the vocal comes in. Then we go bar of C minor 7, bar of C minor 6, then back to 2 bars of G minor 7. So let's put that together, play it slowly. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. All right, so what I threw in there at the end is the final 4 bars. And this is what's called a turnaround here in our blues chord progression. Some great changes here. We're gonna play E flat 7. Okay, that's gonna be starting on the 5th string, 6th fret. We're gonna go 6, 8, 6, 8. That's E flat 7. We're gonna play 1 bar there, and when we get to this chord, I like just going 1, 2, 3, 4, literally just playing all downs, just quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we add our middle finger to the 7th fret there on the 3rd string, while also dropping down the index finger. Okay, it's a tough chord to play, but sounds really great. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what you do, you're here, just do 2 beats there. 1, 2, then you take off your middle finger and you pull these back, and you're on a D7. So this chord is really, it's called a G minor over D, and then you go to D7, which is the same as that E flat 7, just dropped down 1 fret. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then back to the main figure, okay? So let's put it all together. This is one time through all of those changes for our 12-bar blues progression, or AKA the verse here, which is repeated many times throughout the song. Here's what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so then we go back, we've got that 12-bar blues again. Also, sometimes they play just the intro again, which would just be like a little interlude of 4 bars. And then once the vocal comes in, you're always starting at the top of that 12-bar blues. Now, there is one other part. Sometimes they substitute, like instead of playing the first 4 bars like this of the blues, they'll go 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, to the C minor, and then the rest is the same. So that's just a little chord hit here where you play, here's our G minor 7, we're gonna just dip it down 1 fret to F sharp minor 7, and then go into the G like 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, just down strums to the C minor, C minor 6, and back to the riff. Turn around. Congrats on making it through this long train running guitar lesson. Be sure to take your time with all those guitar parts and know that when you're playing those 16th notes, you know, it sounds like very high energy, but your wrist, you want to make sure you're strumming from the wrist and you're keeping it very loose and relaxed. And that's going to help you just keep the groove going and sort of keep that engine just oiled and just flowing through it as you go through the chord progression. And to help you even more, make sure to download my fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 must-know chords and scales to play in any style, anywhere on the neck. And this is the system that I use for mapping out the fretboard and just putting it all together. And I think about this when I'm playing anything on guitar. So whether it's jazz, rock, country, blues, funk, R&B, soul, you name it, I'm using this system. So it works for any style, and I want to give it to you completely for free. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below. All right, well, thanks so much for your support with the videos. Leave a comment as well down below and let me know your #1 song that you would like to see here next on the channel, me break down for you. Just comment it down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in another video real soon.